So if you're a company that's made a decision to get an ISO certificate for the first time in your history maybe, you may be thinking, well, how long does it take? Whenever I'm asked this question, I try hard not to do the piece of string thing, but it depends on so many things. It depends on how big you are, how complex your business is. It depends how much resource you have to dedicate to the creation, if you like, of the management system. But it's also important to recognize what you have in place already. You know, if you're a business that's running 5, 10, 15, 20 years, then clearly something's going right. So you may be doing a lot of things already, for all anyone knows. So I guess the first thing to decide is, are we going to do this ourselves? Are we going to engage the services of a consultant to help us, some expert in the ISO field we're going for? Or are we going to consider sending people on a course? You've got all these options open to you. So back to the original question, I haven't forgotten. Okay, I think I have seen a company do it in 3 months. Okay, so we're starting here. And I have seen a company do it here. That's not very common, but it is possible. But it does require some sort of dedicated resource. Okay, but I think probably more typical is sort of 6 months or 9 months. That's probably more typical. Why rush? Well, some companies tell me they've got to rush because one of their big clients is saying they need them to have it, or possibly a new contract with a new client is dependent on that certificate. So that's typically sometimes why it's a rush. But you may be able to have a chat with your clients and say, well, look, we'd like to do this, but we want to do it properly. Can you give us a year or so if we start the process now? So if you can give yourself a year, I think you're going to have the time to do it in phases, to make it build in and slot in with your workload. But if you do have pressure, you know, it is possible to do it sooner.